Welcome everyone to It Tastes Different Gaming Appetizers, and tonight Phil Spencer went back on his word. Xbox Game Pass quietly is increasing its prices. First reported by Windows Central and outlined on Xbox support, Microsoft is raising the price of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate from $16.99 to $19.99 a month in the US. And it's also replacing its more basic $10.99 plan, the console tier, with the Xbox Game Pass standard for $14.99 option, which doesn't include the beloved day one release feature. That's a huge one right there, because console Game Pass has always come with that, right? But it's only Ultimate now, so which is really a shitty thing that Microsoft's done, because Phil Spencer said back when all the rumors were going around about Call of Duty not coming to Game Pass, or that it would come with a price hike, was that there wasn't going to be a price hike, and it was coming to Game Pass. But looks like we're going to get a price hike before the Call of Duty comes out, right? You know, before the next big one. So, I don't know. This just seems like a real slap in the face to me. So, you know, I really think that this is a bad move for them, because Game Pass has not been performing to where they want. And so what are they going to do? They're going to raise the prices. And I'll be honest with you, it's looking less and less like something I want to be a part of, right? It feels like we just got a price hike not too long ago, which I don't even think it was a year ago that we got a price hike, right? I don't even remember when it was. Was it, this one goes into effect for new members like now. So July 10th, which is a couple days ago, and existing members, you get your price hike in September, you know. I don't know. Because whatever happened to the Game Pass family plan thing, you know, we never got any more info on that, you know, that just kind of died. Just kind of some list of the changes and things like that are going to come into play. Basically, users currently on Game Pass for console will be allowed to maintain their subscription, as well as day one games and hundreds of titles in the new catalog up until September, right? New users on Xbox Game Pass in the near future will be greeted by a new Game Pass standard. This is more like the EA Access crap, which EA Access is garbage. Why would you model something after a failed program? Whatever. Which includes Xbox Backstage catalog and doesn't include any day one games. This will be priced at the $14.99 model that we said. So the Game Pass standard is Xbox Backstage catalog, whatever they want to call it, crap catalog. I do it for the new games. That's what I do it for, right? From September 12, 2024, Microsoft will only allow existing users to stack Game Pass for console up to 13 months. So you can only stack it up to 13 months using prepaid cards and the like, which will continue to function in perpetuity. If you have more than 13 months stacked already, you won't be impacted. If you cancel out going Xbox Game Pass for console, you will lose your entitlement to day one games permanently. So right now, if you're subscribed, you're going to get to keep that. But as soon as you opt out permanently, right? So basically what they're preventing you to do from doing is taking the cheap plan, subscribing for a month, play the new game, and unsubscribe it. So now you have to subscribe to the $20 plan to get the day one game and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. This is stupid. Like I said, the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate will not be changed, but it will get a price increase. So Ultimate's staying the same, but price is going up, which is just garbage in my opinion. PC Game Pass is also getting a price hike from $9.99 to $11.99. There's a lot of changes that are kind of mixed up and rolled up into here. So Xbox Game Pass Core, which was used to be the old Xbox Live, it's getting an annual price increase from $74.99 to $74.99 from $59.99, but it will remain at $9.99 a month. So it looks like it. I don't get that. That's a weird little way of saying that it's changing. I don't know. I feel like Microsoft is shooting themselves in the foot on this one, guys. Lots of changes, bad changes, price increases. So essentially, you are not getting, if you come to them new, the only way to get day one games is to go to Ultimate. If you get anything other than Ultimate, you don't get day one games, right? So no day one games for anything other than Ultimate. If you're pre-subscribed and you have a concurrent subscription, you will get to hold on to that until you decide to cancel and renew. As soon as you cancel, you'll lose that. So basically, you're grandfathered in, but your price is going to go up to the $15. I'm going to say $14.99, but that's $15 to me, and $19.99 is $20. So you could keep that as long as you continually subscribe. I assume there will be some cutoff date, but they're grandfathering you in at this point for Game Pass console only. So I think Microsoft is basically trying to put the nail in the Game Pass coffin. That's what it kind of sounds like to me, because $20 a month is garbage. It's still a pretty good deal in aspect of like new games if you hold the subscription for a year. But I really would prefer the family plan, so then that would be a reason to keep it. Because what is it? $19.99 times 12 is $239. And by 70, that's 3.5 games. So I need to play at least 4 games a year to make it worth it, in my opinion, on Game Pass. That's not really been happening here lately for me. So Game Pass is almost a losing deal for me at this point now. You know, you can get those games. You still stack those cards, right? But only up to 13 months. So more than 13 months, they won't let you do it, which is kind of an odd thing when they usually come in like 3-month packages, right? So the 13 months is like, well, you'll get a year and then you can't stack anymore. So we'll kind of go around and see how you guys feel, but I feel that Microsoft is trying to kill. It almost feels like they're trying to kill off Game Pass to me, because it's like you're doing stupid stuff without releasing anything worthwhile on here. And then Phil Spencer basically lied to gamers by saying that, you know, the Call of Duty will be coming to Game Pass, you know, and there wasn't a planned price increase. This is too soon after that. So bad boy Phil Spencer, you need to go sit in the corner and think about what you did, because you're kind of a dick right now. And you're the figurehead of Xbox, and you lied to all the Xbox gamers and all the gamers out there. Nick, what do you think? What do you think about the price increases, the changes to these plans, and Phil Spencer not keeping his word?
Yeah, I mean, for the ultimate price, it's you know, that would be 3, like I said, 3.5 games. That would be 3 games at a $70 price point, right? So to get close to the total amount, right? Not every game is $70, but let's say every game is $70. That's 3 games at $70 a pop, plus a game that's half off, right?
Yeah, exactly. Half of another game.
Technically,
you need 4. You need 4, really,
yeah,
right?
Or 3.5. Just chop 1 in half. To equal up to it. So it's like, you know, in the end, it really comes down to, for the consumer, it's going to come down to, is it worth it, right? Is it going to be worth? Is Microsoft going to release enough first-party titles or day one titles through the service that it's going to be enough for you as a consumer to take that, other than just it versus not, right? Because then you got, you know, the other ones, Game Pass Standard, and you got the Game Pass Console and Game Pass Core and stuff like that. And I mean, really, ultimately, I don't know. I don't feel like those are worth it. Like, if you're going to get Game Pass, yeah, you could have a collection of games. I guess, you know, for somebody that maybe like a kid or something like that, like you get them an Xbox and you want them to have like a collection of games, you might get them like the standard or something like that. But there you go. You got Game Pass, you got a bunch of games you can play, right? But for an average gamer, they're going to look for the newer stuff and want the newer things. So they're going to go with Ultimate. Otherwise, either going to go with Ultimate, or they're just going to go with, I'll just buy a game when it comes out, right? And so, yeah, I mean, Microsoft needs as much goodwill as they can get. The showcase they had during the Summer Games Fest or whatever was definitely really, really good, and that did good for them. That was a positive spin. And then this, you know, just brings it back down to earth, right? I mean, that just brings it back down. Phil Spencer lying, yeah, that's par for the course. You know, he's got to go out there and spin it, however, you know, and lie to the consumer, everybody does, they try to paint a pretty picture. We had heard rumblings that Game Pass was going to go up in price, but Phil did come out and say it wasn't going to. And then here we are. I mean, last time they raised Game Pass prices was in 2023. So, it's only been a year since then. And I don't know. Again, it just depends on if it's worth it or not, right? Lately, it hasn't been worth it. For me personally, I haven't really downloaded anything on Game Pass in the last couple months or so that I can't even remember the last game I downloaded on Game Pass that's come out recently. I'm trying to think. I mean, besides maybe Senua's Saga, right? That would probably be the last one. And I'm looking forward to Kimetsu Gami, the new Capcom game, which is going to be a day one release for Game Pass. But beyond that, the thing about Game Pass is they have titles that come here and there. They're so sporadic. Like sometimes they'll have a month where they might have a title or two that I'm really interested in playing, and then there's months that go by where they don't really have anything, right? So I don't know. For me, it's like I feel like I just more than likely, I don't know if I would outright cancel my subscription, but I might knock it down to something more of like just playing on having the multiplayer option, right? And then just buy the games that I want to buy, right? And just kind of go in that route instead of through Game Pass. So I don't know yet, but I mean, $20 a month. I wish they had a year option, that you could just buy a year, because PlayStation has that, and PlayStation's
for a discount.
Ultimate Premium Deluxe version. Yeah, it's a discount. You get a discount for buying a year. I don't remember. It's 160, I think it is. I think it's 160. So, I mean, now they don't have day one launch titles, but still, I mean, besides the day one stuff, you're getting basic, and they don't have the EA Play, but who gives a crap about that? I mean, I'm sure some people do, but it's usually like way down the line before an EA game, a new release EA game comes to that service anyway. So they don't, at least, I mean, I know you can buy EA Play that does come with day one releases, but the one that's included with Xbox is not that. it's not that one. So, so it's like, you got to weigh both if you have both. But I mean, if you just have an Xbox, I guess it just depends, right? And as you as a consumer, is it going to be worth the price or not? It depends on how many games you buy throughout the year. If you want to spend $20 a year or a month, having this service, is it going to be worth it to you? Like I said, sometimes it is, and sometimes it isn't. And it varies month to month. And so I don't know. All these services are like that, right? And I don't know about you guys. I'm just getting tired of these subscription services. I really am. And of all of them, not just Xbox, but every single subscription service out there. I'm just getting tired of the whole thing. But yeah, this really sucks. I mean, Microsoft really needs a cap in their, a feather in their cap, and this doesn't really help them, right? They need as much goodwill as they can get and stop putting nails in their coffin. And every time they start to remove some of the nails, they end up putting new ones back in, right? It seems like. So it's like, come on, get your crap together. Shane, what do you think about all this?
I think it's a load of shit. Pardon my language, but it's stupid. So, Xbox Game Pass standard, $15 a month. So that's for your Xbox, purely for the Xbox. Does not include day one Game Pass titles. PC Game Pass does include day one titles. That's stupid. Right there, it just pisses me off. And yeah, they just did a price increase last year. I believe, let's see, Ultimate went from 15 to 17, and then the core plan jumped $10 to $11. So The biggest problem I have with all of this is the fact that now is not the time to be doing it. When everybody is angry that you don't have your first party games out. And then the ones that have been coming out have not been the greatest. Cinema Saga, amazing game. It's in my game of the year list right now easily. It's phenomenal, just phenomenal. And that's it. What have they been putting out that's been top notch? Let's look at the list. Redfall. We don't even look at Redfall anymore. It's just that bad. Starfield. Middle of the road game for most people. Some people like it a little more than middle of the road. Pat really enjoyed it for the most part. Nick, you were middle of the road on it. I was probably middle of the road myself. They had a great game showcase last month. It was really great. Gave me a lot of hope for it. And then they turn around and do this, and it takes away all the goodwill and love that they earned from that game showcase. And then, they basically just flushed it because there's no reason for these increases other than covering their cost for buying EA, Bethesda, and everybody else have been buying up. Activision, excuse me. And all the other people they've been buying up. And Phil Spencer, normally we have been giving him such a pass for so many things because he has done a great job of turning many things around in Xbox. But if this is his decision or not, I don't think so. So I can't be mad at that. But I can't be mad at the fact that either somebody lied to him or he just lied to us about game price pass increases. So it's really heartbreaking that they're doing it this time of year when they have no games really in the next 3 months that are going to be worth that Game Pass subscription. Now, they do have some games that may be really great, maybe coming up, but they don't have a laurel to rest on right now. So if they've been putting out some great games, then they have some laurels. Then they have some background to fall on for the price increase. But right now they've got nothing to truly show for it. Cinema Saga is about the best thing they've put out in a long time. So it's a pisser offer, but I don't know. I'm going to keep mine a little bit longer, and I may have to just cancel it down to the just play online price. But I don't think they're trying to get rid of Game Pass. I just think they're trying to make up for some hemorrhaging money myself. But they're going to start pushing out Xbox on TVs and dongles and crap like that you can stream here soon. So they have a plan. I mean, they're not stupid, and they know how to be one of the richest corporations in the world. So they're up to something, but this price increase is a load of crap.
Yeah. They've just essentially made their service more confusing again, right? Because now we have 5 different damn subscription plans. Mm-hmm. I mean, come on. There's Game Pass Ultimate, there's Game Pass Core, there's Game Pass PC, there's Game Pass for console, there's Game Pass Standard. And I'm like, what the hell?
And I thought PlayStation's was complicated.
Yeah, exactly.
I gave so much crap to PlayStation when they announced their 3-tiered happy donkey bubblegum bullshit. Pardon my language. And then here comes Microsoft. I can do that. I can make crap way more confusing than it needs to be. I mean, your standard Game Pass for PC is $11. Your standard Game Pass for consoles, PC
15.
is $12. Your standard Game Pass is $11.
Well, it's going to be $14.99. Game Pass Standard will be $14.99.
No,
yes.
Sorry,
yes.
Game Pass. See, this is where the confusion comes in.
Yeah.
Game Pass Console Standard is the $11.
That's just called Game Pass for console. That's all it's called.
It's just a piece of shit is what it's called, because you're getting the same thing you're paying for your PC. You're just not getting the exclusivities, which is stupid. I don't know. I'm about to rant and rave and go to Phil Spencer's house and poop in his pillowcase because this is stupid.
Yeah,
It's just stupid.
It is so stupid, right? I mean, it's like you've just caused confusion and for no reason. In my opinion, that $5 that you're going to go for Ultimate, how many people are you going to lose at that? So you just increased Ultimate again, not even a year later, and you increased it by $5. How many people are going to stick around? Are you going to lose the market share of people that making that $4, $5 increase not worth it? Because that's what my thought process is. You've increased it to $20. You've increased it twice within a year's time frame, and you've not added value. There's no fucking value, is what I want to say, because there's no fucking value. You've increased your service by a shit ton with no fucking value, and it's $20. I will not be renewing when it goes up. I will be canceling. And when there's a new game come out, I'll spend the $20, play it for the month, and cancel that shit and cost Microsoft fucking money. Because at this point, they don't fucking deserve anymore. Because they've not added value and they increased their subscription plan and they've confused the hell out of it by increasing it to 5 damn plans.
The only problem with that, Pat, is you're going to do exactly what I've done with PlayStation. I'm just going to do it this one so I can get this, and then I'm going to cancel it. Yeah. I haven't canceled it in 2 years at PlayStation, right. So don't forget to cancel. Set a reminder.
Yeah, exactly, right. And so you have to do Ultimate, right? You can't do the standard plan. You can't do the console plan. I guess you could do the Game Pass PC, which is where I've been playing most of my stuff here lately anyway. So maybe I'll just do it on PC if it's on PC.
More than likely, I'll probably switch down to
the PC only.
Game Pass.
Yeah, me too, because there's not jack coming on the console that I've really just been interested in. But I don't think I'm going to continue a continuous subscription plan with them when the price increase comes. It's just going to be easier for me to cancel and be like, you don't deserve my money because you're increasing the price by and also not increasing the value of Game Pass to me. There is no increase. Nothing happened in the last year of Game Pass that warrants a $5 increase. They may be thinking what we've got coming out in 2025 is going to make it worthwhile. But with Microsoft's track record, they've got like 20 some games listed. We're going to get 3 of them. And it'll be like, you didn't really put anything out worth my time or my effort, So they're not proving themselves. They're just proving themselves to screwing over all the people that are subscribed. And I will not be privy to that. I will not be part of that problem. So what I will do is I will stick it to Microsoft by paying $20 to play their day one games for the month, cancel it. Because I'll subscribe that day and cancel the same day. That way it cancels it. But I get to play it for a whole month. And I'll play the damn game that should have cost $70 for $20. And Microsoft can stick it up their pipe because I don't care at this point. They're just, to me, this is bad business, bad for them. Phil Spencer's a lying dickbag, and it is what it is. He may not be able to make all the decisions, but he's the figurehead and he has to he basically is going to take ownership of this. I could give a shit about Call of Duty, but increasing the price within a year of increasing the price already is for no reason. There is no damn reason why. So Microsoft, screw you, bad on you. Hope you choke on it. I hope your Game Pass subscription thing goes down in a hail of flames, so.
I don't feel that much hatred. I do. I want them to stop, because if they don't stop, I mean, they've already lost a console war. They're going to lose game war, because people are going to stop buying their product when you're just such a shitty company. I mean, but then again, people are stupid. I mean, Apple screws their customer base over countless millions of times in a day, but people still buy it, and it's the greatest thing ever. Sure, my butthole hurts, but they love me. So
once you pop, you can't stop.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly how they're going. They're following in suit with Netflix, right? Is what they're doing. They went basically from what they charged. They did a $2 increase last year, and then they're doing it's $5, right? Yeah, $14.99 to $5 increase. So they did a $7 increase in like a year time period.
So, and I agree with you, Pat. My final thing is I agree with you in the sense that Microsoft hasn't given anything, like you said, to warrant the price increase, right? It's not like they came out with this new feature or something that we're like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then they're like, we're going to bump it up. We're like, okay, that's fine, because you gave us this really cool thing. It's like, no, it's still the same service it has been for years. It's just now more expensive.
Yeah. Yep.
That's it.
And it's not a small price increase. It's not like they did $1
No.
or $2. They just said, we stuck it to you $2 last year and you didn't really groan. We're going to take and wad that $5 fist and just shove it right up there for this time. And now, to me, that's the straw that broke the camel's back. There's not been anything worth a damn on Game Pass.
I believe it
And-
was the rectum.
That's the straw that wrecked the camel's rectum. So, and you know, and it's Microsoft being Microsoft, I guess. You know, they're hemorrhaging money. They spent billions of dollars acquiring Activision, and now they're paying for it because they're not able to produce anything within a timely manner of purchasing them that's offsetting their costs. So they're like, we got to raise prices everywhere. Instead, what they're going to do is, you know, I don't know the numbers that they're making, but you know, just for S&Gs, we made $100 million on Game Pass, or 20. I can't remember what it was. It's like they put in their financials, but just for sake of ease, they made $100 million. They raised the price. They lost 33% of their player base, and they made less than $100 million next year go around. You know, that's what I see envisioning happening for them, because I for sure will cost them money two ways now. I won't be buying the game. I won't be having a continuous subscription, and I'll pay $20 when the game comes out and cancel. So I only paid $20 to play your damn game. So screw you, Microsoft. Shame on you. You guys got anything else before I set this place on fire?
Nope. Just reminds
Shame.
me to get Preparation H.
Yep. Shame on you, Microsoft. And we've reached the end of this bitch fest of a session. Microsoft has made things muddy and confusing, increased prices for no reason. Let us know what you think down in the comments. Is it too harsh? Do you think it's just? Do you think Microsoft is in the right? Do you think that the service is worth $20 a month? You maybe play more than 3 games a year with them, maybe 4, but this year, not really, you know? So for me anyway, but you know, let us know what you think down in the comments. And you've reached the end of this bitch fest and you still hung out, which is amazing. So hit that subscription button, you know, help us out if you've made it this far. And also hit that bell to be notified when we put out new videos every week. We put out multiple ones every week. So hit that bell, you'll get notified a lot. You know, we put out about 3 to 4 videos a week. So hope you enjoyed this episode and hope to catch you in the next one.
See ya.